Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the very early morning of Wednesday, May 10th at around 5:30 a.m. over here in North America, Gaben decided to go all sneaky beaky like, and apparently Valve has just updated their terms of service for Steam. And things have gotten extremely interesting, whereby the title of this video could actually and does affect CSGO trading. Now, to the extent this will go, we're not sure, but this has just hit Twitter, Reddit, and pretty much every other social media platform. I don't even think anyone's posted a video about it yet, but I want to take a look at it in today's video, give my thoughts. I've already read the entire conduct, and I want to share what stuck out to me the most. Now, today's video sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a trading site for your CSGO skins. It's one of the easiest and safest ways to swap out your inventory for something new. Extra cash on every trade gets added to your balance. It also has a 30% deposit bonus. And if you use the link in the description or use my code MANDO in two different ways, one which adds 5%, totaling out to 35 for your deposit bonus. And if you're a first-time user, you can get up to a free $5 on your first trade. They also have a freebies tab where you can enter giveaways for free. If interested, it'll be the top of the link in the description below. Just moments ago, I got word from Twitter that this was actually happening and the new code of conduct was getting pushed through. And at first, I actually thought it was a meme, so I had to double check it for myself. Didn't think it was that big of a deal. Things like this happen all the time. You get an email from a company, our terms of service have changed, here you go. But this is a little different. This can and will affect CSGO trading, investing, gambling, or someone, especially if you're part of any of these groups who just buy skins. I personally think this is some pretty big news that Valve is just trying to slip underneath the radar. Now, to give you a brief summary of what this actually does. This will crack down on miners who gamble, gambling bots, and surprisingly enough, trades with no offer on the other end. This will also go through fake accounts, which I'll also discuss. And as you can see, this is the Steam code of conduct. As you can see at the top here, online conduct _ title 2. So this is a lot to take in, but surprisingly, it's not that much to read, but just like a lot of other code of conducts, for Steam or not, words like to be twisted and used in different ways you kind of weren't expecting. Now, from this entire post, there were two big main things that stuck out to me. It was the cheating category. It was also the engage in commercial activity. The cheating thing I'll go over first. Now, you must follow these rules or you're going to be banned in some way or another. If it's trade ban, VAC ban, who knows? But for cheating, running cheat programs, smurfing, and artificially boosting your rank in official matchmaking. So this right here doesn't sound too insane, especially for people who don't play, but smurfing, this is pretty nuts. And also artificially boosting your matchmaking rank, is that from cheating or is that from getting a boost of some sorts? For people who don't know, there are literal websites you can go on, at least there was back in the day, where you could get pretty much a 5-man together that were global or pretty much all cheating, which would eventually get you banned and themselves, but it would rank you up in the meantime. Let's just say you're playing with some friends now, they're an insane rank. This gives me questions, or let's just say I'm playing with some of my friends who haven't played in 10 years and they're pretty awful. Am I, or are they going to get some sort of ban? I don't know. Smurfing. If I create a new account and someone else's account for a couple games, is that going to get banned? I'm not really sure. I think for the cheating category and just the majority of this stuff in general, these guidelines were already here before. I just think they're becoming a little more strict, especially on this scam side of things with minors. And they've also probably had a lot of problems regarding a lot of these issues they've listed here. Now, what most people are waiting for is the engagement in commercial activity. It says examples of such prohibited behavior include posting advertisements, running contests, gambling, which this is insane, which we'll go over after, buying or selling Steam accounts, selling content, gift cards, or other items, and begging. This is absolutely huge. This changes quite a few things. I want to first go over selling content and selling Steam accounts. Now, buying and selling Steam accounts has always been pretty much illegal, and you weren't supposed to do that the entire time CS has been a thing, though there have probably been a lot of people that have just kind of shifted around this. They're probably going to start cracking down more. So if you want to buy a Steam account that has a bunch of Katowice stickers, but the account's trade banned, you're probably going to get another ban, or the account get deleted. Who really knows? My question though is, with selling content, does that mean pins from past previous majors that people try to sell on eBay, for an example, or let's just say on Twitter in the trading scene? Because for one, I've bought some pins, other people have bought some pins, Anomaly, all these big traders have bought and sold pins. What is going to happen to those people, or is it just things moving forward? I wish these things were a little more specific. And what's also interesting, it also says and begging. So does this mean when someone sends you a trade offer, they get everything in return, but they don't give you anything? They have a little comment saying, I need to pay my rent money, I'm going to get kicked out and get sent to outer space. That's when I think someone's probably going to end up with at least a warning or maybe ban. And then of course, gambling is also listed on here as prohibited commercial activity. So what does this exactly mean? Is it some sort of gambling post where you have community groups on Steam that are about gambling? Is it from gambling websites? Is it sending a trade offer to somebody and it's from a gambling bot? Do you and the bot get banned? I don't know, especially if you get reported. This seems to me that it's just cracking down, like we said earlier, on these things a little harder, and every time they seem to update their terms of service and their code of conduct, things get more strict, more in depth and detail, so you know what to do and what not to to do. The whole sponsorship with G2 and CSGO role, I have a video, more of a documentary style, coming out later this week, but something like that, it feels like we're in a new era of Counter-Strike, but also very familiar territory like we were in 2015 and 16 when skin prices were going extremely high, gambling was crazy, which it is right now. Old sites that were once really popular have returned and new ones have appeared. So I'm wondering how that's going to affect CS, especially with trading, and if Valve have or will receive any lawsuits based around that anytime soon. So this pretty much wraps up the code of conduct for Steam, the updated version, especially when it comes to CSGO, or now CS2 trading, and how that could potentially affect it. I think in the next 24 to 72 hours, we're probably going to either see a lot of people be banned or not. And if they are, we'll know if this has been anywhere successful, and also if Valve has been pushing it out to people, because this has just gone underneath everyone's radar. And without social media, I don't think anyone would have found this out either. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.